This is a review of the cleaning performance on hard floors and carpets of the iRobot Roomba Max 705. Unlike the 505 combo, the Roomba 705 uses the familiar dual roller design, which iRobot backs up with questionable marketing claims. More on that in another video. To test carpet cleaning under real-life conditions and over the long term, I use certified test dust. This is also used by testing institutes and simulates household dust. For my standardized test, I use 3 different types of carpet. First, a red carpet with a very dense 2-centimeter long pile, onto which 10 grams of test dust are applied and then embedded as shown. Then a carpet with a very soft 2-centimeter long pile, which was also soiled with 10 grams of test dust as described above. Finally, I test a dirt mat, which is soiled with only 5 grams of the test dust, but is also tested with a spot-on soiling of 10 grams of bird sand. The test was done with the maximum suction level selectable. Also, carpet boost is enabled if available, since some models can boost even higher as the maximum selectable suction. With the exception of the red carpet, all carpets were cleaned in a checkerboard pattern, that is, with horizontal and vertical lines. The red carpet was only cleaned in horizontal lines because the pile is oriented, and cleaning with vertical lines negatively impacts cleaning performance with this type of dirt. It was weighed after 7 and 14 cleaning strokes. The dirt mat test ended after 7 cleaning strokes, as I believe this type of carpet is manually cleaned more often. All tests were performed 3 times. The middle result is shown. However, due to the test design, all 3 runs usually show the same result. Let's take a look at how the Roomba 705 compares to its in-house competitors. We'll start with the results of the dirt mat. While the 705 can beat the 10 Max and the equally performing Combo J9 in both dust and sand collection, it can't stand a chance against a 980 or the S9. Especially the S9 is performing much better. In dust collection, it is even beaten by a Combo 505, which is another indication of the detrimental effects of the new airflow design introduced with the I&J series. I'll link to an older video on this topic in the description, but I'll create a new one soon. Pretty much the same story with the cleaning of the blue fluffy pile carpet. The 980 and the S9 are out of reach, but at least the 705 outperforms the Combo 505 in dust collection, and we have some gains after 7 passes. Next up is the red carpet. Here, the 705 performs quite well, clearly beating a Combo 505 and a 10 Max. However, it's not quite up to the standard of a 980 or S9, which don't deliver outstanding results on this carpet either, as we'll see shortly. Fiber tear out, a problem with the 980 and S9, hence the adjusted values, is limited on the 705, and at less than 0.05 grams was not detectable on the scale, just like with the Combo 505 or 10 Max. Thanks to the proven but also aggressive dual roller design, fiber pickup is no problem, and as good as with the older Roomba models. The 505 combo performed much worse in this test due to its main brush design. See my 505 test video for more details. In relation to current products from other manufacturers, it looks like this. It's worth mentioning briefly that some brands have better performing robots, like the listed ones in this chart. Anyone interested can watch the corresponding videos, where I always compare them with products from their own manufacturer. However, I also plan to regularly post complete comparison videos with all the results. As you can see, the AEG and Dyson devices are in a completely different league, regardless of the carpet you're comparing. However, depending on the carpet, the 705 can keep up with current Dream or Roborock models and sometimes even beats them, as in the case of cleaning the red carpet. Last but not least, we come to the hard floor test. Here too, I use special certified test dust that simulates typical hard floor and grout dust. An amount of 0.45 gram of test dust is applied, and the robots are allowed to clean the area 8 times at the maximum suction level. After these 8 cleaning passes, the surface is checked with a microfiber cloth. For robots with a mopping function, if the surface is not clean, a double cleaning is performed in mopping mode only. In the case of vacuum-only robots, they are allowed to clean the area with 4 more passes. After these passes, the surface is checked again, and the grouts are also checked. As we can see here, the cleaning performance regarding dust isn't particularly good. But what we're seeing here is the same performance we're used to from many other robot vacuums, such as the 505 Combo, the Dream X50, or even the Saros 10R. This doesn't have much to do with vacuuming. However, there are robots that can easily remove this dust just by vacuuming. Since we can't enable mopping with the 705, which would at least get the surface dust free, its overall performance on hard floors is rather poor. Time for a summary of the cleaning performance. Based on my tests and my personal opinion, disappointing. Unfortunately, iRobot is once again using the rather less than great design of the I&J series, or the 10 Max. While the robot vacuums better than, say, a 10 Max in most cases, a 10 Max simply vacuums poorly, so this simply isn't a benchmark. Compared to former flagships like the 980 or an S9, the 705 falls significantly short, and even compared to combo competitors from other manufacturers, the device doesn't really vacuum any better. The only reason I currently see to buy this is the good fiber removal. If you also want to buy an LDS-based robot vacuum with an iRobot label, in that case, you could probably also take a look at an old Ecovacs T9 IAV, I'm still testing it, which was developed in collaboration with iRobot and also features the same dual brush design. Thanks for watching. As always, hit the like and subscribe buttons if you want to. More ways to support my channel are linked in the description. Bye.